Hi, I'm Coco Rocha, and this is how I got here.
Maybe you're wondering where here is. It could mean this room we find ourselves in today. That would be easy to answer. Or maybe it's here in the sense of I have arrived. But the here of this video is mainly referring to my success as a model. I am an unfinished book with many chapters, but let's focus on two in particular. The good chapter where I was a model then, and the even better chapter of being a model now. I loved to dance as a kid, and I tried a bit of everything before landing on Irish dance. I was actually scouted by a modeling agent at a dance competition when I was 14. I was hesitant though, first because I wondered if it was an elaborate joke, and second because I assumed I'd just continue and dance indefinitely. But I gave it a try as a summer gig. I got signed and was promptly shipped halfway across the world to Asia, where I jumped into the deep end of catalog shoots, often shooting 12 long hours a day. So much happened so fast in those early years, and I worked hard to make it work. I went to casting after casting, and eventually the right people started to notice. One of my first big breaks came in 2007 when I was chosen to walk in Jean-Paul Gaultier's show in Paris. That was an incredible experience that Anna Wintour would call the Coco moment, which boosted my confidence and showed me I was on the right track. Around that time, my career really started taking off. I was walking in runway shows, booking dream campaigns, and seeing images of myself on the covers of Harper's Bazaar, Elle, and Vogue. In those early years, I worked a lot with the iconic photographer Steven Meisel. He liked working with me because I had a unique style of posing that would become my signature. I gave photographers lots of variety, but still in a controlled, intentional, and expressive way. My style was honed through my love of dance and from those early catalog shoots in Asia. By leaning into my dream of being a performer, I was able to transform and be whatever character my clients needed. The list of iconic photographers I would collaborate with would only grow from there. Patrick Demarchelier, Annie Leibovitz, Mario Testino, and Peter Lindbergh, just to name a few. They would cast me with a character already in mind, and I was happy to pose. If they asked for drama, I gave them drama. If they asked for surprise, I gave them surprise. If they asked to see a jig, I was known to give a little jig. Through all of the opportunities I had working with these fashion icons, I was also literally growing up. I was learning what it meant to stay true to myself. Looking back, I can see that I was thrust into the adult world at a very young age, with all that adult responsibility on the shoulders of a 15, 16-year-old. At the time, it felt completely normal. No one treats you like a child, so you stop thinking of yourself as one. I was coming up in the shadow of the supermodel with a capital S. Models were seen and adored, but not heard. So when I started posting on social media, showing my world and my voice, I was met with a lot of criticism from inside and outside the industry. It seems crazy now because eventually fashion fully embraced the medium, but at the time, it was unheard of for a model to publicly portray her personality. Maybe this was because the idea at the time was that our images as models were supposed to be in service of others, their photos, their brands, their messaging. Finding and not hiding my voice was really the start of my second big chapter that I absolutely love as a model and a mentor, and also as a wife and a mother. I felt like a lot clicked when I met my husband, who was a light outside the fashion vortex. Getting married and having my 3 beautiful children put things into perspective for me. When I was starting out, I didn't have that proverbial big sister to show me the ropes. The vibe when I was coming up was often competitive. You're trying to take my job, so why would I make it easier for you, was the sentiment. I saw that the only way to spark true change in the industry was to share my experience freely to the newcomers in hope that they would be able to bypass the negative side of the industry, the sexual harassment, the unrealistic body standards, and just enjoy their careers. Agencies were already hiring me to help train their models, to show them my method for posing and honing in an iconic runway walk. But I knew I also wanted to share the rest of the work, the other side of the business of modeling. So 5 years ago, I started Coco Rocha Model Camp as a way to reach any model who wanted the right education. Of course, at camp, we do all the posing, all the runway attitude, all the fun photo shoots. But we also talk about contracts, taxes, and how to find and express that unique voice that will make modeling a sustainable career. I saw that my voice was my superpower, and I could teach other models how to unlock their own. To date, I've taught almost 5,000 models, and my message to them is that to succeed, they don't have to say yes to everything that is asked of them. They have a voice. There's room for them to do things differently like I did. As a model, we are not asked to play ourselves, but to embody a character. But I want the next generation to know they have the power to choose which characters they bring to life.